Alright.
Dennis Committee here for the clash. Collingwood making their way out of the ground.
Alright.
Umpire tosses the coin. Nothing like an opening bounce, right, Richo?
When you put on that jumper, the colours on the front is more important than the numbers on the back.
The ball being picked up before it makes its target. Broadbent takes the mark. Jams it on the boot.
It's been a while since we played this.
Clean tap by Maynard. Pressure didn't faze him. Kicks as cool as the other side of the pillar. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. No contest for that mark. Choose to kick it. De Gary with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. De Gary with the mighty fist, controlled by Cox. Elliott has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Going for goal number 1. Elliott gets the first goal of the match.
Elliott has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team.
Treloar approaching home now. So well timed.
Good mark.
Elliott just gauging which way that wind is blowing. 20 metres out. Couldn't ask for much better than this. It's an easy shot here. He had perfect control over the ball right up until the minute he kicked it. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Archie, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. De Goey lining up with the goals. De Goey shoots for goal. The ball's up. He gets the behind.
It's not the score he was looking for. Slams it on the boot. He takes an uncontested mark. Kicked by Jonas. Takes it well. Heads up the corridor. Pendlebury takes the mark. Going for goal number 1. That was all of Elliott. That's a very well executed goal. The Magpies have scored the last 2 goals.
Well,
Port Adelaide just risking falling too far behind way too early. Good tap from Pollock. Need lobs the pass. Approaching the goals now. Heyman soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. The ball is slammed towards goal by Heyman. The Power have their first goal. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Grundy punches, takes control of the bouncing ball, off the ground. Sends the Sharon on its way. Nice contested mark by De Goey.
De Goey wants to go short. What can Jamie Elliott do?
He keeps it alive despite the traffic around him. A mark by Main. He plays on now. The ball goes over the boundary in the pocket.
Don't get to give
It'll be
it
the
away.
umpire's
Don't
ball.
get to give.
The umpire has released the ball.
Subscribe if you
Young
haven't.
outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Main with a kick as he gets pulled down by Treloar. A desperate kick there. Gathers the ball. Side bottom. You got to pass the ball. Bumps the pigskin. Nice mark there.
Broadbent really wears his heart on his sleeve. He grabs it. He chooses to play it on. Young takes advantage.
There'll be a ball up close to goal.
Yeah. Footage is
Grundy, try swinging your purse next time. It's coming from the guy wearing makeup. Treloar has the ball. Goes by hand. He has clearly been shopping at Clangers or Us. Taken by Maynard.
Maynard. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their games.
Again, that one.
He plays it on. Really quick hands to get the ball out from that tackle.
Side bottom. Oh, too good.
Mark under pressure.
Opportunity for Elliott. Going for goal number 3. Gets the distance. Collingwood with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 20-6. The umpire has bounced the ball. Good fist. Takes possession. Tapped by Pendlebury. He gains possession. Intercept by Grundy. Pasolic on the ball at the moment.
Fasal keeps it
Perfect timing from Elliott.
Jamie
backing in from here, Richo.
If he misses this, I'd recommend a location change or get back to the back line.
45 metres out. 25 metres out. From this angle, it's a bit like flossing an alligator. Not easy. Shot by Degoe. Collingwood get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Degoe puts them further in front.
Degoe will want to try and wheel around onto his favoured foot, but he's still very capable on the other.
Hits the running man. Young just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. Pendlebury with the tap. Gains possession. Treloar starts in, his shadow beside him. Where else would it be? Well, depends on the side. A low stabbing kick. Drops the mark, and McCrummers are waiting. Dishes it off to the running player. Great mark under pressure. That came off the boot with huge power. Hands like dinner plates. Too far out to score, surely. Craig with a 45-degree angle in front of him. 40 metres out. Now this shouldn't be too hard for Pollock. Going for goal number 1. Pollock executes the goal well. That's his first.
Pollock can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Going for goal number 1. Slots it. That's 2 in a row for Capel. Port Adelaide won't be too nervous yet. They can still turn this around.
The power have been really predictable out there. They need to mix it up, break the line, start taking more of a chance, or this game will be lost.
Elliott ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. Elliott. The ball's in the air. Collingwood lead the power by 14. There's the bounce. Grundy looked about as coordinated as Disney's Goofy. Wines just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. Crisp grabs that one. He chooses to play on. Jams it on the boot now. Taken by Hoskin Elliott. Richo, how did you see the opening quarter?
They have been pretty wasteful in this match, and if they lose, they will look back and rue the missed opportunities.
Let's take a look at the stats, Richo.
The Magpies and Port Adelaide are close in handballs. Neither team appears to have a distinct advantage. Both teams near equal in terms of kicking stats. Collingwood with 22 and the Power with 20. It doesn't get much closer than that.
Much appreciated, Richo. second term is underway.
So,
If you aren't going all the way, why go at all?
Grundy gets onto the ball. Has it now. Maynard looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
Going on Saturday.
He decides to play on. Cox soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. Tapped by Impey. Tapped by Jonas. De Goey guides it. He's got the football now. He runs for home.
Cox.
Archie looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
The Power haven't taken many marks inside their 50. They need to be more aggressive and create some room, or they'll find themselves far too behind on the scoreboard. Lining it up with the goal now. Barco puts his boot on it.
And
Elliott grabs that one.
that's a good kick.
Lining up the goal now, 20 metres out. You know what they say, this is the impossible angle. Going for goal number 5. That's a very well executed goal. Elliott makes it 5. This lead getting bigger now. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The umpire has bounced the ball. Young directs it down. White collects it. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Great mark. Carl Pepper sends the ball on its way. Ebert just gauging which way that wind is blowing. He wins the contest. A monster kick will be required from here. Great mark. Opportunity for Pollock. 40 metres from home. Puts boot to ball. A solid mark from Bowman. 35 metres out. Almost in the bag from this position, you would think. Pinpoint accuracy from Bowman. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The ball has been bounced. Grundy with the tap. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Archie was taken high. Looks like he panicked there. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Jams it on the boot. A nice running mark. Going for goal number 1. He's missed the goal. Collingwood by 15 points. I would have expected him to nail that.
Well, fortune favours the brave. It's time for the Power to stop playing safe with their possession and took the game on. Side bottom with good strong hands. Powell Pepper has in for holding the ball. He boots it. And the ball goes out of bounds.
Grundy with the tap. Bounces favourably for Barker. Low spearing kick. Impey with the tap. He picked it up off the ground. Cox handballs to his own advantage. He's running hot, Richard.
Yes, super work from him in this match, Dennis.
Deft touch from Greenwood. Elliott puts his head down and runs in. Dishes it off by hand. He's really a ball magnet. Pittard sends the ball on its way. Great grab. Bonfries sends the ball on its way. Boat kicks it. The contest, no match for...
I'm back.
Winds, boots it, Pendlebury marks it. He slams that on the boot. Impey takes a contested mark. He slams that on the boot. Ebert with good strong hands.
Kicks hurriedly. Need having no trouble taking that one. Need kicks hard along the boundary line. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. That was the peg. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Port Adelaide just aren't running for each other and creating any space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many shots inside 50. He claims the ball. He chooses to play it on. Polek
I should just change it for AFL.
He taps it.
A good job keeping it in play there. How delusions of grandeur. Pollock knocks the ball loose with a big tackle. Impey off. Breathing like Tony Soprano. Thrown in majestically. Tapped by Young. He has the ball. Intercept by Grundy. Penetrating hand pass. Vogt going for number 1. Great, got under it. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Port Adelaide add 1 to their tally. 2 goals can bring this back for Powell. The ball is bounced.
Young can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. Maynard, with good strong hands, puts boot to ball. And the ball goes over the boundary line. A good hit out there. Pendlebury gets onto the ball. He's got the ball out even when being tackled. He gets a fist to it. He takes the footy. Barco puts his boot on it.
Treloar caught with the ball. Boots it. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Powell Pepper sends the ball on its way. A chance for both teams to set up as the ball crosses the line. The ball is coming back into play. Grundy outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Ebert sends the ball on its way. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
Broadbent is a great mark on the lead, but he can sometimes get worked under the ball in the contest. If he can lift his overhead capability, he will be a star. The mark will be paid. Pendlebury plays on. Great hands.
Cox lines it up. Cox taps. Bounces favourably for Pitter. A clean pickup. There's been a lot to enjoy in the second quarter. The scores are the Magpies 39, the Power 30.
The important thing is to keep your noses in front, but I get the feeling Collingwood may be fighting to stay there in the second half.
Here's Richo with his stats.
The stats show that both teams are practically kick for kick, with neither willing to let the other have a kicking advantage. Both teams are sitting fairly even on the board in marking contests.
Thanks for that, Richo. We're halfway through the game now. I can't wait for the next half. And here we go for the second half.
You can motivate by fear and you can motivate by reward. But both those methods are only temporary. The only lasting thing is self-motivation.
Ball up in the centre square. Effective hit out there. Treloar gets the tap. Is in his possession. Gets boot to leather. Powell Pepper, the better man there. Kicks. Pollock gets the upper hand. Puts boot to ball. Young got under it. Good as this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. Distance could be the problem. Going for goal number 1. It's in the air. Port Adelaide get a goal. Gets his first. That's 3 in a row for Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide trail by less than a goal. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
Young got a really good footballing brain. Ebert gets the ball. He kicks the ball. Maynard with the mark. He opts to play on. He kicks it long. He takes the contested mark. Wines getting some power behind that one.
All of a sudden the ball has become a hot potato. Quickly disposed of by Powell Pepper. Kicks it. Pollock has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees. It goes through for a behind. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Howe assesses his options now. He's just trying to find a loose man in the defensive 50.
Crisp has so much potential, he could just be anything. He's got a hold of that one. Pendlebury takes the mark. He plays it on, gives it to the running man. Adams with the kick. The ball is tapped. Need picks it up. He has the ball. Treloar handballs it. Grundy slams the ball to his boot. Homsch with the kick. He takes a strong mark.
Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Takes his time as he lines up the goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Great mark.
Howe got a really good footballing brain. He's caught with the ball, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. The goal now will give the Palace the lead.
The umpire. There's the bounce. Grundy with the tap. Impey controls. Ebert taps it. Powell Pepper decisively. Guided by Young. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Choose to kick it. Burn-Jones presents and takes the mark.
Burn-Jones got a really good footballing brain. He gets boot to the ball. Treloar gets the upper hand. Sending it on its way. Wines marks it. He slams that on the boot. Impey really forced to earn that mark. Puts boot to ball. That's a mark.
Boat with no time to delay with that kick. Broadbent kicks it. Simply outplayed the opposition there.
Pendlebury is a first-class decision maker. He appears relatively unhurried when under pressure and constantly finds the best option in heavy traffic. What a great skill. Lining it up with the goal now. Puts boot to ball. Amon with good strong hands.
Amon pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. Amon executes the ruck. The ball has been bounced. Grundy gets the tap, gains possession. Cox takes it well. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Kicked by Jonas. Nice contested mark by Impey. Kicked in a flurry. Wines looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Works it across the ground. A great effort. A lovely drop pass. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Boat claims it. Slams it on the boot. The ball over the line. The ball has been thrown in. Hit by Grundy. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Boots it. Jonas, the better man there. Gets boot to high.
Cox is really starting to get into the right positions on the ground, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Puts boot to ball. Need marks it. And the ball goes over the boundary line.
Hit by Grundy. He controls the bouncing ball. Picked up under pressure. Gives it to the running man. Vasolik sends the ball on its way. Oscar Elliott choosing to play on. He's misjudged the boundary line there. The Rucks are going at it. Punched by Grundy. Gains possession. He'll get a free for that tackle. Far too high. Homsch sends one up towards the wing. Boat grabs that one.
Boat's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. Pendlebury tackles him to the ground. Adams by hand. He gets boot to the ball. Strong mark there. Boat intercepted that well.
Impey drilled that kick in. Great mark under pressure. Homsch kicks. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. He gets above the crowd. A desperate kick there. Border Control will be keen to look at this trafficking. Goes for the soft option and knocks it over. He plays on. Collingwood trailing by 10 at the break.
Collingwood will be pretty happy to go into the huddle and regroup.
Let's go to Richo now and take a look at the stats.
If you look at the statistics, Collingwood looks the goods. Unfortunately, they're not so good looking on the scoreboard.
Enlightening, Richo.
See what we can do.
The final term has commenced.
What makes something special is not just what you have to gain, but what you feel there is to lose.
Young. Richo, can you tell us more on that?
Young will be heading off the field. That looks really serious to me. He knocks it down. Grundy gets the footy.
Powell Pepper sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Vasolic takes the mark. He plays on. Great mark over the pack. Impey pounds it long to his teammates. Bonfrey's the better man there. Works it across the ground. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
The dominance we're seeing from Port Adelaide at the moment has come mostly from their running goals. They just haven't been able to get up to the contests and take a mark inside forward 50. Sending it on its way. Hitting the post on the full hands the ball straight back to the opposition. The umpire wants to throw it in.
Good tap from Grundy. Need gets the tap. Wines gets a hard bump from Pendlebury. He picks up the loose ball. Gray feeds the hand pass out. Pendlebury with the tap. He smashes and bashes it. He boots it from the pack. Great mark. Dunn wants to play on. He has a mighty kick at the footy. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Powell Pepper puts it on the boot. Sensational mark. Everything just fitted into place for Broadbent. Booted by Broadbent. 45 metres out. Pollock kicks it. Pendlebury taps it. Is in his possession. Hand passes. Vasolic is like Long John Silver. He's badly in need of another leg. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. The Magpies can still catch up here. They're less than a goal down.
Grundy, he's just a real workhorse in the ruck, and I reckon his teammates really appreciate his uncomplicated approach to the game. He knocks it down. Maynard onto the ball. Treloar with the ball. Puts boot to ball.
A nice running mark. Opportunity for Greenwood, 50 metres from home. Greenwood shoots. Great mark.
Oh, it's a goal.
Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 15 metres out. Collingwood get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Punch by Barchi. White aims for his man on the ground. Gets the kick off as he's taken down by Boak. White trying to strangle him with that tackle. Pollock feeds it wide. Good mark by Ebert.
Ebert is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. He's got the ball out even when being tackled. Treloar gains possession. He handballs out into space. He knocks it down. Pendlebury kicks it up. Ebert nails him. That's holding the ball.
Thank you, Bellman.
Ebert kicks it. Nice hands. He's put it out on the full. Kicked by Crisp. Nice work from Fasola. Send the top in, big fella. Nice mark there.
Impey can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. Ebert slams the ball to his boot. He gets boot to the ball.
Grundy just squeezes the kick out. Hits the running man. Clean tap by Treloar. Pendlebury keeping it low. An easy grab for May and puts boot to ball. Dropped by Cracker. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Shot by Greenwood. Fantastic goal by Greenwood. Collingwood by 8 points.
Greenwood obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else.
Archie, try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from the guy wearing makeup. Impey dodging for no reason at all. Approaching the goals now. And the ball goes over the boundary line. We'll get a ball in. The ruckman battle it out. Archie, leave the pinatas for the kids. My ball, says the umpire. Grundy taps it. Pendlebury, he's looking good. I think he can. That's 4 in a row for Collingwood. Collingwood leads by 14.
Collingwood were taking their time and looking for the safe marking option in the forward line. Most of their goal production is coming from set shots, and it's paying off for them.
Grundy taps. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Crackett drops the mark. Collingwood add 1 to their tally. Elliott increases the lead. The Magpies have scored the last 5 goals. The Magpies by 20 points.
Elliott can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match.
Great grab high by White. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 35 metres out. Drake with a fairly straightforward shot for goal.
Gray will want to try and...
The bounce is straight as an arrow. Grundy with a big fist on it. Impey is able to grab it on the half volley. Picked by Impey. Taken by Broadbent.
Broadbent. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. Polek gets a fist to it. Aim on it. Scoops up the ball. We'll get a throw in. A good fist.
Clean tap by Broadbent, like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. He runs for home. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. 20 metres out. Dixon with a fairly straight shot at goal. Chalk up a goal for Power. That's number 2. At the end of the game, the scores are Collingwood 69, Port Adelaide 61.
What a win.
It's all said and done. It's real and it's been fun.
I'm going to... I'm going to watch the rest of the footy. Till then, see you. Thank you.